Yes, and let's go to France. France's far-right National Front may have failed to win in the second round of France's regional elections held yesterday, but it still managed to increase the number of votes it received, and its leaders are confident that it is only a matter of time before the party wins power. I-24 News reporter Shanina Khshoni has the story.
A day after France's regional elections, the losers are talking about victory and the winners are talking about defeat.
Tonight, there is no place for relief, no triumphalism, and no message of victory. The danger posed by the far right has not gone away. Far from it. I won't forget the results of the first round and of previous elections.
President François Hollande's Socialist Party made a political sacrifice and quit the race in 2 electoral regions. By doing so, his party joined hands with Sarkozy's Conservative Party and managed to overpower Marine Le Pen's National Front after her successful first round. For the French people, it was the choice between right and far right.
This mobilization for our candidates in the second round should, however, under no circumstances allow us to forget the warnings which were sent to all political leaders, us included, during the first round of these regional elections.
Despite the loss, Marine Le Pen addressed these elections as a bump in the road on her route to power.
In comparison to the last regional elections in 2010, our lists went from 9.17% to 30% of the votes. There is an inexorable rise, election after election, of the national feeling, surpassing in a regional election the numbers of votes gathered in the 2012 presidential elections.
The National Front gained support because of last month's terror attacks and the refugee crisis in the country. Judging by the voices of the regional elections winners, they have a lot to worry about ahead of the 2017 presidential elections. In France, the far right may have lost the battle, but it might win the war.
Vive la France! And with me here in the studio is Dr. Emmanuel Navon, Professor of International Relations at the Tel Aviv University. Good evening. Thank you very much for coming. Okay, let's understand. Let's say the presidential race started. We understand from the results that Marine Le Pen obviously is going to run. On the other side, who is going to face Marine Le Pen? Because the popularity maybe of François Hollande is increasing, but Sarkozy has no chance to, let's say, overcome all the challenges that he has to overcome.
Right, so it's true, as you said, that the popularity of François Hollande has been rising in the past few weeks as a result, of course, of the terrorist attacks, of his handling of the situation, of the fact that France is military involved in Syria, in Africa, and elsewhere. And that's why his popularity is right now on a high. But this is not going to last, because he is the most unpopular president of the Fifth Republic. And it is reasonable to assume that in the next few months, his popularity will go down again. I mean, this is only temporary. And when he faces the electorate again in 2017, first of all, a few months ago, it wasn't clear at all if he was going to run again because he was so unpopular. So now he might run again because, as I said, his popularity is on the rise again. It is apparently he's going to run again. He's going to face, of course, Marine Le Pen and Sarkozy. So the question is, who's going to make it to the second round? That's the real question.
You know, we saw the results yesterday. Of course, let's say François Hollande's party and Sarkozy's party united, and they were very happy that they won the elections. But we are seeing an increased number of voters basically voting for Marine Le Pen. That means that it's not a big loss for her, although everybody celebrated, or the other side celebrated, their victory yesterday.
Right, so the result of this election is really what the French call a trompe-l'œil. It looks like she lost, but as a matter of fact, when it comes to the support she gained in the electorate, as she said a few minutes ago, compared to 2010, she has much more support today than she used to. The reason why she didn't make it is because this is a two-round election. So if you want to make it in the second round, you need the other parties to support you. What happened is that both the right and the left supported each other, which also reinforces her argument, which is to say the center-right and the left is just the same because they're all against me. So it's only because both the socialists and the center-right supported each other in the second round to block her that she didn't make it in any region. But when you look at the results, she has much more support today. She got much more votes in 2015 than she did 5 years ago.
Of course, it's going to be a pretty interesting run for the presidency, especially in France. Thank you very much for coming, Dr. Emmanuel Novon.